Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi. Bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. Okay, if it's your first time joining me today, there's a subscribe button la ngezansi. So you guys, we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Durban a little bit because I was thinking about it. Okay. Now, in episode 2, not episode 2, in season 2, we did have an extra cast member in season 2. A cast member that we never met, okay? But he was very, very much active, this cast member. And that cast member was Mr. Petal, okay? Okay, Mr. Petal should have been paid because he brought a lot for people to talk about. He was a storyline for a lot of people last season. He even brought the flowers that we talked about. I don't know how many videos we made for about those flowers. We thought Mr. Petal might show up at the reunion, but no, he didn't. Okay. So obviously there was a Mr. Petal who was supposed to be like Konko's man, and then at the end she was like, he's not my man, he's my best friend or whatever. We still don't know if Mr. Petal really existed. I heard from somebody that Mr. Petal actually did exist, but it was part of a storyline that the editors did the way that they did, so that it seemed like Mr. Petal never existed. The questions were on whether he did have imali. So you remember what at some point Jojo got some information on Petal. I don't know if she hired a private investigator or something, but she went on an investigation project to find out who Mr. Petal was. Not only did she do that, but she also was trying to find out if he had the money, if he was rich, because nothing is more important to Jojo than the riches, okay? Than the riches, okay? So they did all of that. They find out, they discuss it, they go and they confront Ulasi, okay, where Ulasi now had nothing to say because it was like, okay girl, have you been lying about this Petal? Okay, fine. All of that, I really feel like it contributed towards Ulasi being pushed out of the show, because then they ended up saying that they're not going to spend time with somebody that doesn't tell the truth, the lies and all of that. Okay, fine, okay. That and the fact that Ulasi was not really willing to share a lot when it comes to her life, okay. Now you got, but guys, don't you miss Ulasi Gumguma diary sessions, The diary sessions are not the same without Ulasi, besilinde umakhomala uthobile ngiyamkhumbula yazi. Now okay, fine, Petal wadlula yaphela season. Now okay, I know they have forgotten. I am here to remind them ukuthi now instead of Petal, now we have Dumisani Dlanzi, okay? So Nonku's man has come, okay? Nonku's man has come. Fine, they have accepted Nonku's men and all of that. But while they were doing the show, while they were shooting the show, things were coming out about Utumsani, okay? Because the things that we are talking about now are not the things that just came out now. Things were online about him while they were shooting the show. The woman that came out and say, that is my man, the record. If you check online, around that time, a lot of the things are being posted around that time, when they were shooting the show, that Utumsani is not, it might be a rotten one. Yeah. So I want to ask Jojo, is she going to do the investigation? Because now it's even more important for her to do that investigation now, because Unonku is her friend. Is she going to do the investigation to find out who Utumsani really is? Because why are we here doing the investigation when Jojo has all the money and all the lawyers and all the PIs that she can hire to just find out who Utumsani is? Because if people are writing all these things about your friend's man and you have the resources to actually find out who he really is, why don't you just do it for us, eh? So do you see that honestly last season it wasn't really about Mr. Petal and whether he existed or not. It was just the fact that they did not like Ulasi, and they were doing everything they can to make sure that we see Ulasi as not a good person, which we ended up being like, girl, you lied. Okay, Velo, we ended up being like, you lied. But they're not treating the Dumsani issue the same way, because there is no way that those women haven't seen the things that we have seen about Dumsani when they were shooting the show. So I am waiting to see if they're going to bring it up. I'm waiting to see if Lona Annie is going to take Nonku to the roof, just like she did with Ulasi, and ask her about Dumsani. Who is Dumsani? Why? Because yes, they were like, we don't know who you are, because Ulasi, we're not sure who you are, because if you lie about a man, what else could you lie about? But you are willing to have an alleged ex-convict sexual assault, ex-convict here in the group, and have dinner with him, and you are okay with him, but you are not okay with Petalu never came around. Mr. Petalu only brought flowers, and had a yacht, because at least you had a potential to, maybe one day you were gonna go and see the yacht, but they're okay with bringing Tumsana around, whom nobody knows exactly what's happening with him, and there's things this online, and nobody is asking anything. Yes, I like you for Nonku, but were you really arrested? What happened with that situation? Are they going to bring Nonku to the roof to answer about this guy? Because I cannot wait. We want to see it, because they did it last season. Pela, we have to be fair. I get to know London last season. She was busy asking people, are you rich, and all of that, and they brought to Sane night to ask him, go to, where is the Range Rover? Yes, because that's what happens on the reality show. You do something, then you remember what you did. So I'm expecting that this season, the people that are going to get us the answers when it comes to Udumisani is Jojo no Annie, because they did this for us. Even though we didn't ask them to do it last season, they did it. So I am requesting that they remember, because they have a mandate, and the mandate is to find out who Dumisani is, because they did it last season. We are waiting. Okay, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.